Welcome to the PrinnyCast Roundtable, a casual weekly show where we talk about what we've been up to over the last week and various gaming-related stuff. I'm one of your trio of hosts, Chris, and with me again this week are my PrinnyCast co-hosts, Mike.
Hello.
And Grover.
Hello.
And so, usually there's a little buffer there, but yeah, what have we been playing this week, Mike?
I've been playing Trials Evolution. I got in on the Marvel Heroes beta when it went to open beta. Didn't play that very much, but it seems a lot like Diablo. And I also played, oh my god, I had a brain fart. Beyond Good and Evil. I started that back up because I never beat it. My save file got erased. So when they released Beyond Good and Evil HD, I don't even know how long ago, I bought it, but I never played it. So I got back into that and I played a good amount of it last night, actually.
Cool. That sounds like
Stand by for random hacking. Okay, much better.
Oh no, our servers are going down!
What?
I sat there, it's like, oh! Yeah, no kidding. I was just like, damn it, why didn't I hack when we started?
It sounds like you've had quite a grab bag of different kind of titles. I know Marvel and Diablo is kind of similar, especially since they're both very online heavy, from what I've seen. Of Marvel, that is. Which isn't a whole lot. I just happened to catch the stream early yesterday because they're apparently having a open beta weekend thing going on before their official launch whenever.
It actually appears to be a little bit more online intensive than Diablo 3. Your beginning mission, it seems like it's just your own server, but then after that, you get out into the open area and you can see everybody, and they can kill enemies that are on the screen with you. It's like you're in an MMO, but it's an ARPG.
Which is a little weird. I was watching multiple Wolverines and Captain Americas wandering around. I was wondering how they were going to handle it. I guess that was how.
Yeah.
Just like multiples of the heroes.
Close.
Yeah, it is odd. Why have one Tony Stark when you can have two?
So how about you, Grover? What you been playing this week?
Well, I've been playing some Build Runners 2. I finally got all the towers, and that took a long time, and now the game is just kind of winding down because all I could do is try to beat my old scores over and over again. They said there's going to be expansions and stuff, but man, it's been a while, and I haven't seen anything. I mean, they could just add some new maps or something, I don't know. And I've been playing a crap load of PlanetSide 2. So my friends started playing it again, and they're just like, come on, play it with us, it'll be fun, and I downloaded
so it was pure pressure.
Yeah, it was pure pressure to play a first-person shooter. We played one awesome night, and then nobody really wants to play it. And you know, screw you guys, I'm just gonna play anyways. And it's alright. They've fixed a lot of stuff, because I played in the very early betas of that game, and they've changed a lot of things. It's a lot friendlier, even though if you play PlanetSide 2 and you have a problem with getting killed, you're gonna have a lot of bad times, because PlanetSide 2 is a murder fest. I think I die at least 3 times every 5 minutes. It's just Murderville. I'm not really good as a shooter. I'm usually a utility guy, so I either play engineer or combat medic, and I'm just basically running around healing or repairing, and during humongous battles when I'm playing as medic, I'm bringing back 20, sometimes even 40 people a minute. I'm just non-stop healing, trying to keep everybody on their feet. And it sucks too, because then I get brought down, and I hope and that's when I'm hoping, okay, there's another medic, I know there is, he's gonna get me back on my feet, or he's gonna be like, oh boy, if he's dead, he can't heal people, get points, so I'll kill all the points for myself, and they heal by 2. Then we'll all be and I've had that happen. If Reed makes us all die. When there's 2, it ain't that bad. When there's 3, it starts getting a little crowded. When there's 4, you'll start seeing people, I hate to say it, but one time we were fighting over who got to revive somebody, and as I was trying to revive somebody, they shot me. They killed me! They killed me, and they killed the other medics, and then revived all of us, and we were just like, what? What the hell was that? So, but yeah, PlanetSide's still very awesome. There's nothing funner than me getting a galaxy full of people and then flying it upside down to the destination. That's just a blast, because it scares the hell out of them. I usually land safely, but it really makes them nervous, and they usually bail out. They're just like, oh hell no, get me out of this, get me out of the galaxy. I played a little Titan Quest. I forgot most of everything to do about the game. I forgot how slow the beginning of that game is. It takes a while to get really going. Your character moves so slow when it first starts up, and I didn't get really far. I'm still somewhere in the first parts of Greece. I think I was playing a character where you get the animals, and the animals do all the fighting while you sit back and do nothing, or you could join them and do even more damage.
I like my pets.
Yeah, I played Tropical 4. I'm still doing my little series on YouTube. I've just been predisposed with PlanetSide. I beat the non-expansion version of it, and I'm not going to say what happened in because that, spoil it for some people. Yeah, I'll finish it up on YouTube. If they quit flagging me for songs on it over and over again.
Turn down the music or something.
I just turned off the monetization on it. That's what I sent a message, and they're like, just turn off the monetization. We get that a lot for that game, and just don't worry about it. You won't get any trouble.
Hey, at least they contacted you about it.
They usually contact me every time when it's just YouTube directly and not, third parties. They'll usually contact towards you pretty fast. But I played the Modern Age campaign now, and I guess people complain that the campaign is kind of easy, except for some beginner crap. And not long enough. Okay.
I think you're gonna have to move your mic a little bit, Mike.
Yeah. And the Modern Age of Tropico, they added a metro system into the game that you can build. Oh my god, I love that so much, because you have no clue how annoying it is when you're exporting stuff out and your people can't get to the dock and the ship's sitting there was $200,000 worth of exports and it leaves. And then your exports got put on the damn freighter, so you get no money, and usually that causes you to go in negative. And I've had where my guys never get down there, and I've had $2 million worth of exports just chilling on the dock, and my guys never go down there. So the metro system makes it easy. I usually I see where they live at, and I put it right there, so I know those son of a bitches can go in their house, go in the metro, and go straight to the dock in a matter of seconds. Because there's no delay when they go in the metro. They go in the metro and they immediately appear somewhere else on the island. I'm like, yeah, that's realistic, but whatever. That works. I don't care. And that's it. I've just been playing those games quite a bit.
You guys had a pretty good game week. I can't really complain myself. Did a couple of the new Congregate stuff, put some more time on Bloons 5 since Grover's taught me some tricks. I've underestimated those apprentices. And then those PS2 yard sale stuff. Played Scarface, and it's kind of ironic that after we just got through complaining about some of the problems with GTA 4 and like the bad goof-off design where it's really hard to just have fun with the game and the ridiculous amounts of cussing, guess what?
We talked about it.
We talked about Scarface too, in that same sentence. How about that? Every other word is an F word, and the cop system is kind of atrocious. And it's not a bad game, especially since I picked it up for $4, but definitely not going to be any Grand Theft Auto Saints Row Slayer, even in the PS2 era. I've also been playing some fighting Naruto stuff, Ultimate Ninja, and other than that, I have been playing a bit of Yu-Gi-Oh! On the Dueling Network with Mike. And I think since we've kind of gotten out of the tutorial phases where he's basically going over every single card and every play, I have beat him like once out of maybe 11 games now. It's gotten kind of sad. Still learning. Besides, it's more practice for him anyway. I'm not a big card battle fan. I mean, I like card fighters on the
I think we talked about this last week. I've never played Yu-Gi-Oh!
We'll probably have a
Why don't you guys ever play some Magic the Gathering or something?
Well, that's actually what Mike was doing, and everybody, I think, in his little circle of network card players started playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Instead, and he couldn't get anybody to play, so he swapped, if I remember right. So, and Dueling Network is a browser game that you can play for free. It does not have any kind of AI system to it, so you do have to have at least one person who knows how to play the game, or there's no point. Everybody's just going to be throwing cards at each other, and
Yeah.
And that's pretty much what I've been playing. Now, everybody's probably noticed at this point, well, Chris, you said there was going to be Prinny Plays this week. Yeah, I had intended on doing some Prinny Plays this week, but see, one program I have likes to crash if the resolution isn't just so-so, and when you have emulators and TV capture devices and stuff like that, not all of them have perfect like 640 by 480 and everything like that, so it'll crash, and that's what I used to use all the time. So used another program, and I thought, okay, this will work just great. It worked fantastic for Minecraft earlier and some of the other stuff that I've been recording, and it lags those emulators like nobody's business. It just blew my mind because those emulators for like Nintendo and Super Nintendo are not memory intensive, and I do not have a little computer here. I mean, it's not my monster that I use for work, but there's nothing wrong with this computer as far as power is concerned. So I tried to pick up Bandicam, and apparently because I have AppLocale to play Japanese Dojin games on here, it won't let me access it because I have to download the Japanese version, and it's a big fuss for something that's a demo. So I decided, okay, that's not going to work. And I found one that was recommended to me called EasyVid. Holy crap, that is the worst program ever.
Oh,
I did not even get through the installation because I noticed the agreement thing that you have to okay before you install stuff was a mile long, and I thought, this should be an indication something's wrong. So aside from all of this stuff, like the Bing toolbar and everything, it also has one of the worst setups I've ever seen. There is no export for your video. You only can upload to YouTube and nowhere else. It has this canned music that plays in the background at all times. You cannot select what the songs are, from what I could tell, and therefore you can't monetize it either because it's copywritten songs through their service. It is awful, 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 and I don't know why anybody would use it knowing what they were doing. So, yes, it's free, but I see why. If you don't care what you're playing, I guess that's okay, but for what I'm trying to do, that definitely won't work, as I can't even record commentary, I can't edit anything, I can't do any of that stuff, so that was a no-go. So My current train of thought is using the one program for the PC games on here, which still blows my mind that it didn't lag that bad with Euro Truck Simulator, but lagged so crazily on the NES. I don't understand that. Try to use the one that crashes on the few stuff it will, and I guess import some of my crap over to the business rig and try to use it a little bit, because it's got certainly the power and the hard drive space, but it's not supposed to be used for stuff like PrinnyCast.
Yeah.
So, just for a mini topic before we go, I just wanted to share this. There's a Swedish study that happened this week where 30 boys, 13 to 15, were divided into two groups where one predominantly played violent video games and the other balanced that out more with more kid-friendly titles. So they both played violent games, but one of them was like 70% and the other one was like 30% at the time, sort of stuff. Most of them were older games, but it was noted that Manhunt was used as one of the main violent video games example, which is kind of ridiculous, being one of the most notoriously unnecessarily violent video games ever. So that was kind of a weird thing to pull, but the results were there was restless sleep, some kind of exhaustion, and increased heart rates with the group that played predominantly violent video games. But they all had these symptoms. And somehow from this science claims that this suggests that frequent exposure to violent video games may have a desensitizing effect. A, we kind of already knew this.
Yeah, oh really?
B, that is not exactly what I would call solid science when it says it suggests that frequent exposure. Oh yeah, I forgot that's how science works now. Sorry. Of course, they didn't really explain how many hours this was taking place over. It sounded like it was a week worth of experimentation, and it was several hours a day, but they didn't exactly give numbers. And 30 people is not exactly a lot to make an average out of, but that's kind of typical for these science ratio stuff. That's how they get these numbers. 75% of people get something more than these people, sort of thing. So,
I mean, who knew that you would get affected by playing 7 hours of games a day? And Manhunt, my God, that age range. I couldn't play that game for 2 hours, bro. I was just like, what the hell is this?
But they have turned around and in the same study actually said that there is no proof of cause and effect relationship between kids and violence with video games. So that was kind of interesting despite the stupidity of the rest of the study. But anyway, thanks for longplays.org for videos that we can use to liven up our show. Thanks to galaxypugs.com, home of the PrinnyCast forums. Follow Grover on Twitch TV /PrinnyCast_Grover, Screaming Child. And Mike on Twitch TV, /Ruzaz to watch either of them when they stream games. On YouTube, Grover's channel is PCGOTW, where he post commentated gameplay. My channel is Maserati, where you'll see me post music, largely video game remixes. Just this week, I had the latest Pixel news. That was a great big monster of a conglomeration of two you wouldn't expect put together, and somehow it worked out.
Ooh, am I still on the list for that Gygas remix?
Yes, you are.
Yay.
I do not remove anybody from the remix list. It just keeps getting bigger, especially since I'm not doing them every week now. But yeah, and our Twitter is @PrinnyCast, and our email is prinnycast@gmail.com. And we'll see you all next week, if not on Game News. You can say bye now.
Oh, bye!